It's almost the end of the year 2018, unless you're listening to this after January 1st. And Happy New Year from everyone here at the Apter Chat. And while I'm saying everyone here, that's me, Bill Apter, and my co-host, So Says Josh Shernoff.
Hello.
That's very welcoming, Josh. You sound like you've been partying all night. Is
well,
that it?
You didn't. I was expecting you to say, welcome everybody to the Apter Chat. I'm Bill Apter, joined by... But none of that happened.
No, it didn't happen. But hello, everyone. This is Bill Apter down here at Apter's Alley. And welcome to the Apter Chat. And I'm joined by my fabulous co-host, Josh Chernoff.
Oh,
Was that better?
That's fantastic. Thank you
now,
so much.
Don't cut any of this out.
I won't.
You're the producer.
I never would.
That should stay in.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry you didn't like, we're equal partners in this.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry you didn't like
I didn't say I didn't like
opening.
it. I just was I was just you commented on my welcome and I commented that you didn't have one.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good opening. But anyway, 2018 has gone by so quickly and so much, rather than our usual butting heads and debating, etc. Said, hey,
unless you count the last 2 minutes of the show.
Yeah, they're really. Are we on that long already? But
yeah.
We do want to wish everybody out there. Hope you had a happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa, and Merry Christmas.
Is it Merry Kwanzaa?
Happy Kwanzaa.
A happy Kwanzaa.
Well, it could be Merry too. Why not?
I hope it was a wonderful Kwanzaa.
Yes, me too. And a wonderful Hanukkah as well. Notice I put the ch.
Yeah, God bless you.
Hanukkah. It's all right. But we just figured let's not structure really any of this particular podcast. We were taping this on Saturday afternoon, December 22nd.
Yes.
Because of our schedules, we just cannot keep up with the pod waves at times.
Yeah, and I want to thank the WWE for recording their Raw and SmackDown last week specifically for us so that we would know what had happened and be able to, cover anything should it have taken place on our podcast. But unfortunately, nothing worthwhile happened.
Well, of course it did. Don't say that. Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, but we announced that last week as breaking
we're
news.
Announcing it again. But you said nothing.
Less breaking news.
Right, but that was a major title change.
Yeah, it was a title change.
And it's a major title. It's the United States Heavyweight Championship. Back in the day, the WWE really didn't have a United States Championship. The U.S. title, the first U.S. title I ever heard of was out of the original Sheik, not the Iron Sheik, the original Sheik's territory in the Detroit area. And the Sheik and Bobo Brazil were constantly battling over that U.S. title. Then I remember that Jim Crockett Promotions, the National Wrestling Alliance, initiated a United States title.
Do you remember who the first champion was?
I don't.
Harley Race.
I didn't know that. Now, how did you know that?
I just have it. I don't know. I couldn't necessarily tell you who the second one was, but I happen to know.
Are you looking on the internet? I know Ric Flair was a United States champion.
Yes, he was. No, I'm not looking on the internet. But I just know Harley Race was the first, the NWA Jim Crockett days, which is apparently, while the WWE has dropped most lineage of their championships, they still consider they consider him to be the first U.S. champion, that it went from the NWA to WCW to the WWE.
See, that's great. I like a lineage like that.
Yeah, I hate that they got rid of with the tag titles have no lineage. They go back to the first brand split on SmackDown.
Wow, so it doesn't go back to the Fabulous Kangaroos.
No, so and this is what's so weird about it. The Raw tag team titles only go back, and this is according to their website, only go back to they were originally referred to as the WWE tag team titles, which were on the SmackDown brand. So remember when the new titles were created on SmackDown the first time they did the brand split?
I do.
And so that is apparently the start of the current Raw tag titles. The current SmackDown tag titles started with Heath Slater and Rhino. Like there's no
right.
So they just
That's true.
abandoned the championships. Like they merged them. So okay, they also merged them together, the Raw and SmackDown, but they're not considering. Like it makes no sense. Like the Raw titles used to be. I don't know. And maybe that's not even true anymore because that's when it was the WWE.
You probably don't even know way back when there were U.S. heavyweight tag team champions back in the days of the Fabulous Kangaroos and the Graham brothers.
Interesting.
Yeah. So going back to Harley Race here, looking at my notes here, and yes, Harley was the inaugural champion. Excellent memory by you. And the title was created on January 1st, 1975.
Wow.
So it's almost an anniversary here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then it's a good thing we're talking about it.
Did I ever do my Harley Race imitation for you?
No, you didn't. While you do that, I'm going to look up.
No, I want you to interview me as being the first. I'll be Harley Race, and you ask the question about the U.S. title.
All right, okay, I just brought it up here. So here we go. I wouldn't want people to think I just know this off the top of my head. Harley Race, you just defeated Johnny Weaver in a tournament final to become the inaugural NWA United States Heavyweight Champion for Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. What do you have to say to all the fans here in Tallahassee, Florida?
It was the time was right because people know that I'm the greatest wrestler who ever donned a pair of tights. I don't need this gold to prove how great I am, but now I'm champion of the United States and the world is next.
Well, thank you very much, Harley, for taking the time to speak with me today.
Thank you, Harley.
This is
Appreciate you coming into the studio.
The time may have been January 1st, 1975, but I have a sneaking suspicion that July 3rd, 1975 is not going to be your time.
Now, wait a minute.
That's when he dropped the belt to Johnny Valentine.
You mentioned Tallahassee, Florida?
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, well, that really... No, it's not okay.
All right.
Because that was a Mid-Atlantic title.
Mm-hmm.
They were not wrestling in Tallahassee, Florida at that point, as far as I recall.
Okay. It was a house show.
Where did you get that
in Tallahassee, Florida, according to Wikipedia.
Well, Wikipedia is right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Should we see what they have to say about you?
Me, the newly inaugurated Wrestling Observer Figure 4.
How have we been going this long without talking about that? Can we talk? Congratulations, Bill. I know we put that little bumper in the beginning of last week's show when we found out, but yeah, what an amazing honor for you. Why don't you tell all the Apter chatters all about how you're feeling?
I'm feeling great because this Hall of Fame has been around for I think about 22 years, and forever since they created this, several people have rallied in my corner to get me in that Hall of Fame. No one more vocal than my sweetheart, Missy Hyatt. Every year, she is urging people to vote because this is voted by people in the industry. And when I found out about it last week, I found out from a tweet that Missy Hyatt had put online. I didn't know about it. Dave hadn't called me. There's no plaques or anything. By the way, I am going to have a plaque made because the Wrestling Observer they never did that. But I have a ladder of success down in Apter's Alley where I'm sitting right now with a lot of Hall of Fame. I will take a picture of it.
Are you making the plaque?
I am going to make a plaque, but I have a plaque base, but there's no tin part with any engraving on it. So I think I might just take a magic marker and make my own plaque.
Okay. You know what?
Yep.
I respect that. Because if it's not like you're making up the award, you're just you want the ability to share it. What are you going to do? Print out the website and just frame that?
No,
you get a plaque made.
I
support that.
I'm just going to write on it.
Can I tell you, if we win the WrestleZone Podcast of the Year, which, by the way, After Chatters, go on over to what am I saying? I think the voting's done by the time you hear this, but we'll putting it out on social media more. But yeah, we are up for podcast of the year at WrestleZone, and I don't know that they do plaques because I'm pretty sure only the After Chat does plaques. But if they don't, Bill, I think we're gonna treat ourselves to some plaques.
We will do that. And by the way, just to go on here, I want to thank all the people in the business and everyone else who voted for me. This is quite an honor. I've known Dave Meltzer, oh God, forever. And back in the day, if a promoter found out that you talked to Meltzer, who wrote that kayfabe inside newsletter, the Wrestling Observer, which I still get, if they found out you talked to him, you were not allowed anywhere near the dressing rooms. You weren't allowed to shoot photos of the matches if you were one of Meltzer's people. What they didn't know back then is that Dave and I had a fabulous relationship, and we talked every week. We exchanged results and gossip. So I can now say this because now everyone in the business is cool to talk to Dave Meltzer. He's regarded now as, what he does. He writes that what they used to call a dirt sheet, but it's all legit. He's got great information. I want to thank all the people from the Wrestling Observer and everyone who helped vote me in.
Yeah, I mean, you already won, so you don't have to really kiss up to him,
No, I'm not. I talked to Dave.
You riled up.
I talked to Dave 2 days ago, and I said to him, my wife wants to know where the dinner and the plaque is. He said he's never done that. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
You know what I think would be a great idea? Maybe we will do this. I want to copyright this now. Okay. That next year when we do our year-end awards, or if we might want to present an award during the year, is beside the plaque, they get a T-shirt saying, I am an Apter Chatter Award winner.
Okay.
Ooh, you like that?
I do. I think that sounds good. Hey, here's a perfect time to do a little cut in here. Speaking of us giving out awards, why don't you want to make the big announcement of?
No. I want to. What I want to announce, since I was just talking about T-shirts, that you still have time to go to the apterchat.com and order our T-shirts.
Yes, please take a look at them because they're awesome. If you haven't seen them yet, and obviously we know a number of you After Chatters are proudly wearing them, and if you're any of those people that purchase these T-shirts, take a picture and send them our way. We'd love to see you modeling our T-shirts. Bill, why don't you talk to them a little bit about some of the T-shirts that we have?
Well, we have, of course, the T-shirt based after my book is Wrestling Fix.
I didn't know it was broken.
And then we have,
T-shirt.
Well, thank you. And then, of course, we have our best-selling T-shirt patterned after my most, what would you call it? My most, when people see me,
your best
what
feature?
They discuss. Not my best feature, but
your most recognizable.
The feature of me that sticks up all the time. This has nothing to do with Blue Chew, but it's my comb over. Respect the comb over.
Respect the comb over. That is still our top seller. Respect the comb over. Great shirt. And then, of course, we have the Apter Chat logo tee.
Yes.
And then one that I don't think gets enough love, but I really like this shirt. It's the Championship Office Wrestling shirt with the Championship Office Wrestling belt. And a little tie and pocket, and there's even a pen in the pocket if you have some notes to take.
That is correct. That's a great shirt. And also, you have now come out with a line of T-shirts.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess this will be the breaking news. I hadn't made the announcement yet. I just signed a contract with Pro Wrestling Tees, and there will be prowrestlingtees.com/so says Shernoff. Right now, as we record this, there's just a logo tee, but we're in the process of 2 more T-shirts are currently being crafted, and those are going to be up there, and I'm very excited about that. So when that happens, we'll be sure to bombard you on social media, but check that out now, the So Says Shernoff page over at Pro Wrestling Tees, of course, the Bill Apter page there. Yeah, we're taking over the world here, aren't we? At least tiny.
Well, we're trying one podcast at a time.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's get back to some of the great things that happened in 2018. First, let's do the ones that, based upon our podcast, we became the very first podcast to hand out year-end award plaques, like I used to do back in my days of Pro Wrestling
Yes.
Illustrated.
Yeah, and we've talked about a number of them. There's one more we haven't announced yet that we will announce today on the show. Do you want to announce it now, or?
You know what? I think here's what's going on. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we're taping this on December 22nd. We have a somewhat commitment with Impact Wrestling to air an award that we presented a few months back, hoping to get it aired on Impact Wrestling.
The best female wrestler of the
right.
year.
And they said that if they're able to fit this in their program, and it may have been aired on their airing on the 27th, we gave the Female Wrestler of the Year award plaque presented by the Apter Chat podcast. Why don't you reveal who it was?
To the one, the only, Tessa Blanchard.
Yes, yeah, and so well deserved.
Yes.
And I understand right now that by magic you have taken the audio out of the video, and we can. Technology
You're so
is wonderful.
impressed, yeah.
Really, and we would like to play that audio that we taped with Tessa Blanchard when we presented her with the Apter Chat Pro Wrestling Podcast Female Wrestler of the Year Award. Here it is.
Hello, everybody. Josh Shernoff here from the Apter Chat Podcast. And as always, I'm joined by the legendary Bill Apter, but of course also Tessa Blanchard. Bill, we have a very special presentation
We
to make.
certainly do. The 2018 Apter Chat Award for Female Wrestler of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you guys so much. This is such an honor. You've known me since the beginning, Bill. So thank you so much.
What would you like to say to your fans out there?
Guys, thank you so much. But I deserve this. I am the 2018 Women's Wrestler of the Year, not only for the Apter Chat, but for all of wrestling.
So, Josh, that was our Female Wrestler of the Year, Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah.
And she just keeps getting better and better. And I understand that new promotion, Wow Women of Wrestling on Access TV, will be centering much of their promotion on her.
Yeah, she's kind of the big star there.
Focal point.
Yeah, deservedly so. Easy for me to say.
Certainly.
So while we're talking about Impact Wrestling, one of the things that was just announced is that Impact in 2019 will have a new home.
And where will that be?
Yeah, that's a great question. I should probably look that up because I've never heard of this channel before, and I'm not trying to take a cheap shot at Impact Wrestling by any stretch of the imagination, but Pursuit.
Now the
Pursuit
first thing,
channel.
Yeah. Now the first thing when I read the press release from Impact Wrestling was the what channel?
Yeah. So Scott D'Amore, he says the move makes sense due to Pursuit's demographics, short and long-term ideas of the promotion, and having Impact air after WWE SmackDown. And that's part of the thing. It's going to be Friday night, and they're keeping it at 10 p.m. And, obviously SmackDown is going to be moving October 4th, 2019. So it's kind of like, this is great that we have it at 10 p.m. because 10 months from now we'll be coming on after SmackDown. I would look at that and say if wrestling has shown us anything over the last year, it's that more than 2 hours is sometimes a lot to handle. So I'm actually going to disagree. In my opinion, as a fan, I'm not sure that when I finish watching SmackDown, I want to jump immediately over to watch Impact. So, look, I wish them the best for sure with this. They have a good product that they're putting out there, and
Yeah, they do. It's gotten better.
Yeah, they say that Pop TV is a female-dominated channel. That's kind of what they're saying. So, Pursuit is focused more on outdoor shows and more male dominated.
So they're going to be doing hunting on Impact Wrestling.
Like I don't know what they're gonna do, but it doesn't. Honestly, it doesn't look. It doesn't look good. Because
It's not that big. It's not that big station that you thought everybody would hear of.
Exactly. And they're trying to find a thing, and everybody's thinking, oh, where will they go? Where will they go? And I had thrown out an idea a while back that, hey, maybe they should look at Fight TV.
Yeah.
Right? And look, I don't know the logistics of that, and maybe that would have just been impossible. But to me, I would have seen that as more of a positive than going to Pursuit, which I've
Well,
never
don't they
heard of
own
before.
part of?
That's
this
what I've
company?
heard is that Pursuit is owned by Anthem Sports and
Right,
Entertainment.
right. All right, so I'm looking online right now. So the Pursuit channel, DirecTV, channel 604, Dish Network, channel 393, Verizon Fios, 818, but there's nothing
Verizon?
for Comcast. What's that?
Verizon, I believe. so.
Verizon Fios, it says here, channel 818, but there's nothing for my cable system as Comcast,
Yeah.
Xfinity.
Well,
So
you're not going to be watching Impact.
well, I don't know. Maybe watch for. Oh, there is. Hold on a minute. Pursuit channel. Watch Pursuit. Let's see if this comes up with something else here. Prism, Dish, DirecTV, Fios, on channel on demand. So I might be able to get it on demand.
Well, you've got a week or so to figure it out. But no, look, it's to me, I'm happy for them to end up anywhere as opposed to announcing that, we've lost TV, because that's a death sentence for a promotion.
You want to know what their slogan is?
What's their slogan?
Pursuit TV, we deliver the outdoors. That's it.
So we deliver the outdoors.
Yeah.
Via inside the building. And that's what I'm kind of talking about. And if that's they can say all they want that, oh, this is such a great, connection here. But, I think we know what this is. They were looking for a TV spot. And I respect that. I mean, it's not.
So this could be temporary until they get the big one.
I hope so. I hope that they'll continue to grow and that they'll move to something more established than Pursuit. Because, I mean, when you have, we deliver the outdoors, right? I mean, this is a wrestling show filmed inside. So,
unless they start filming it outdoors at Universal or Disney or wherever.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening anytime soon.
No, but I'm not putting this down at all.
No, I'm not either.
They're still on TV.
Yeah, and I'm happy to see that because, like I was saying before, without TV, that's a death sentence for this promotion, and that would be a real shame because there's a hell of a lot of talent there, some great people that work there, and we just want to see them succeed and get bigger and better.
Make an impact.
Yeah, awful. And what a puns. Yeah, so wishing them the best. Hopefully by the time some of you are hearing this, we've recently appeared on Impact Wrestling. So if that's the case, then Impact Wrestling, my home away from home. I love them and so proud to be a part of the family.
Now, speaking about we were talking before about the awards that we presented in 2018.
Yes.
Recently, you and I had the extreme pleasure of spending an entire evening backstage at the final TV tapings at the 2300 Old ECW Arena in Philadelphia for Ring of Honor.
Yes.
And it was, and we were thrilled to present the 2018 Broadcast Duo of the Year awards to Colt Cabana and Ian Riccaboni or Riccaboni. I say Riccaboni.
I say Riccaboni too. Well, if he says Riccaboni,
yes, I know he does.
Then it's Riccaboni. It's his name.
I guess so. We've got to change this.
All right.
But
Ian, let us know, and we'll change the way we pronounce
but
it.
on that night, it was the final night of the Elite. Hangman Page,
Yep.
the Young Bucks, Cody and Brandy. Their contracts expired. They left the building, and they said, we'll have an announcement fairly soon about what is going to happen in 2019. So let's talk about Ring of Honor without the Elite.
Yeah, I mean, we
Right.
did that last week. That was our topic on last week's show, and we
But I
talked about
wanted,
it.
yeah,
But
but I wanted to bring
we
something
couldn't.
else. No, I wanted to bring something else
Okay.
up here now. The the mystery here of where they are going. I had some people down here early today that were filming me for a documentary for an old school wrestler by the name of Mike Pappas. And we were talking about where the Elite was going. And they said, well, they're not going to the WWE. I said, well, we don't know. They've said they're not going to the WWE. But they never vocally see. I would love to see, as I mentioned on the last show, an invasion angle. And they never said that they're not going to NXT. Can you imagine, even though NXT is not on quote unquote regular TV,
hmm
with these people invading
So
NXT? They put that in my mind.
yeah, so here's my thought on it. Um, they would be foolish, especially with the ratings the way that they are, to send those guys to NXT.
Uh-huh.
They if they're showing up somewhere, it should be at the Royal Rumble, so that the day after on
Oh,
Raw,
wow.
you know,
Wow.
and yeah, but I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, we have this all elite wrestling thing going on. The rumor is that they turned down 7-figure deals, but I don't know. I love it because I don't know, because I'm guessing.
Right. Me too. I love
Yeah,
that.
I long for that in wrestling. So I'm very excited to see what happens. But I don't want it to be the WWE, if I can be honest. I don't, because while that's going to be like, oh my God, they're here, that's awesome. I just feel like right afterwards we're all going to be like, it's okay.
Yeah, but what if it's short term? They make a short term deal and then they go out on their own. Gives them more exposure.
Yeah, but I feel like the WWE, why would they do that? Why would they bring them in to give them exposure to go do their own thing? Like, it doesn't
Well,
make
yeah.
any sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
But I think what I would love to see is, I want what's best. The way we were talking about with Impact, I want what's best for the wrestling business. And to me, this all elite wrestling is what's best for the wrestling business, because you're thinking long term instead of the one night. Yeah, I mean, we would all lose our minds if we saw them come out at the Rumble or on Raw or something like that. But that's short term, and I think long term for the business as a whole. Think about the stars that can be built through something like an all elite wrestling.
I totally agree, Josh.
Yeah. So I mean, but it's exciting, and we'll see what's happening. And I think in a couple of weeks we're gonna have a lot to talk about regarding those guys. But we're talking about things that happened in 2018, and we would be remiss if we did not have All In on our list. And I know it's at the top of yours.
Yes.
And
Right.
yeah. So Bill, we went to in 2018. There was StarCast and All In, and it was an incredible experience for both of us. What was your favorite part of that entire weekend?
The convention,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. It was just. Did you say Starcast?
Yeah.
I thought you did. Okay. It was absolutely one of the best fan interactive situations I have ever been to. Conrad Thompson, who had never done anything like this, put this event together with with the staff that he had hired for this, and it was mind blowing. And I got such a kick out of so many people coming over to me to talk about pro wrestling and things that I did in pro wrestling and how much they used to appreciate the magazines. I thought it was fabulous. And then, of course, hand in hand with that was the fever of that event because it was an audience that was there to love everything that went on, and they did, and they really really did. What about your favorite part of it?
I would have to say the convention. One of my favorite part of the convention, honestly, was when I got to interview Dave Milliken and get to hold all of those belts.
Well,
Which,
wait. A lot of people might not know who Dave
well,
Milliken
if you
is.
don't know who Dave Milliken is, go over to youtube.com/the Apter Chat and check out the video from Starcast that I did with Dave Milliken and all of the belts. And yeah, definitely.
But he's a
he is the
premier
belt
belt
maker.
maker.
Yeah, he's one of the belt makers.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say definitely check that video out. But one of the other things that was really great for me was all the people I got to know from kind of getting to know Blue Meanie. We spent a decent amount of time hanging out there, and I just saw him recently, which was great to see him again. But also some of Conrad's team there. Dave Silva, who I'm still in touch with, who's a great guy. Michael Berry Sr., an awesome guy as well, and many more that I'm going to try to mention everybody because I'm already leaving people out. But great to kind of get to know these people who maybe talk a little bit online, and now all of a sudden we're there in person. We're talking wrestling, which is what we love, and that's the thing. That's what it's all about. We love.
You forgot something major.
What did I forget?
You don't remember. Jeez. And I can't smile without you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said favorite. Moments.
I thought that was one of your favorite
No, it
parts.
was okay. It was a spectacular moment when the one and only Bill Apter got on stage. It actually was an incredible moment, and the crowd loved it. And that is also available at youtube.com/the Apter Chat. Bill, you got on stage. You stole the show.
It's what Jeff Jarrett said, that he said he never thought that he would be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2018, and now he's standing here watching Bill Apter sing a Barry Manilow song.
Yeah, and it was, that was no, but you tore the house down. You really did.
Well, thank you.
I
appreciate
a lot of fun.
And then the next morning, one of my other favorite things there was, of course, hosting Jerry the King Lawler and Dutch Mantell for the Remembering Andy Kaufman.
That was great as well.
Yeah, well, thank you. And you were there, and I appreciate that. You and Calvin, our tech guy.
Yeah, it was a really awesome weekend, of course, culminating in All In, and which was a great show, and just a turning point for the business. And I really think 2019 is going to show us what a turning point All In 2018 really was, because I think that was just the start. That was the beginning of something really, really special. I think that's going to happen in the business. So, I think All In was awesome. What else happened in 2018?
So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is our very first episode. Groundbreaking. We were the first podcast that Hulk Hogan had agreed to come on and tell it all about everything that happened at that meeting at the WWE with all the wrestlers, and how he felt about it, and how two or three of the performers, wrestlers, didn't really care for his speech.
Yeah, and I think in a lot of ways that kind of put us on the map as a podcast in people's minds. That wasn't our intention to have it be controversial like that, but as Eric Bischoff would say, controversy creates cash. And we
made $1.50 on that episode.
Yeah, right. But no, it was he had some things to say that they were taken how they were taken. It's not for us to tell somebody how to feel, but it really, we were on. I remember going on IMDb had it on their, we're covering what he had said on our show. And
I didn't know that. I don't know.
Yeah, it was. Well, they were
I
covering it
didn't
from
know
like
that.
Hollywood, like something or other. It was everywhere. It was everywhere you turn. Not just wrestling news. It
Oh, I
was.
thought you meant they had quoted what he said on our podcast.
Yeah, they
Okay.
did.
Okay. Then I understood it right.
Yeah. No, it was. I mean, it was everywhere. News articles everywhere about it. And again, we were kind of hoping to get some news out there because it was Hulk Hogan talking about these positive things, and people, took what they did. But hey, we were just happy to. A lot of people found us that way, and we were happy to have those after chatters.
Yeah. Yeah.
And look, it was not the first, or it was the first, but it wasn't the only time Hogan was on. We had him. I know you like to say we had him one other time, and then a third time was Hollywood Hogan. But
Yeah.
but yeah. And if you would have told me in the start of 2018, or even in the middle of 2018, that by the end of this year, I'd be able to say that I was a part of an interview with Hulk Hogan 3 separate times.
Yeah.
That's
You were.
definitely not something I expected.
No, twice.
Yeah, I know. We just did that.
I know, but I'm just securing my feelings on that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, this culminating in the surprising announcement by WWE, who put it on their website and then took it off and then put it up again, is that Hulk Hogan would be appearing at that big show in the Middle East.
Yep. And he made his on-camera WWE return hidden away in Saudi Arabia. We have not seen him since, but I'm hoping maybe
right.
I'm hoping maybe like WrestleMania time or something. But it was.
He did make the flight home, by the way.
Yeah, that's good. But we saw Hulk Hogan come back. Nothing like a crowd in Saudi Arabia going wild for music that says "I am a real American." But Hogan came back, and it was just great to see him. And of course, he was up to his old tricks right away with talking about how he thinks he's in better shape than the whole roster, and how he's planning for his match at WrestleMania or whatever. I don't know. He's just, he's
so wait a minute. If he comes back at WrestleMania,
yeah, I don't think that's happening.
Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Triple H?
No. You know what? You know who I would love to see him come back and have a match with?
No. Who?
Kevin Owens. I think from a promo standpoint, I think if Hulk Hogan was able to be medically cleared, which I don't think the WWE doctors could, but if he was going to come back and he was going to wrestle a match, I think a guy like Kevin Owens' personality could. I'm thinking about how like Owens, when he took out Vince McMahon and stuff, he would be able to protect Hogan while making it incredibly entertaining to watch. And then I think, Hogan throwing that one finger in his face. I don't know. For whatever reason, I think Kevin Owens could be the guy to.
No, I don't see that. You know who I see?
Who do you see?
I see the WWE taking PCO from Ring of Honor, bringing him in for the Hulk Hogan comeback. Yeah, I do.
So, I don't. I was trying to think of what I could possibly say to that. So,
well, PCO comes from part of that generation.
Yeah, so do a lot of other people.
And I know, but I just in my head, I could see Hogan against PCO.
So you don't think that if Hulk Hogan was to make his return in what would more than likely be his final match, which again I don't think is going to happen at all. You don't think the WWE would say, "Hey, let's give someone the rub and put him in there with one of our major talents instead. Let's steal the 50-plus-year-old PCO from Ring of Honor."
Exactly. Perfect opponent.
And have
perfect opponent.
Is this some sort of a joke?
No, not at all. I could see that match happening.
Yeah, I could see that match happening too, maybe in like Quebec or something back in 1992.
Well, it probably happened.
Yeah,
Ring of Honor gets Hogan, brings him in, and they wrestle there. I think he's a perfect opponent for Hulk Hogan. Truthfully speaking, though, Josh, I'm looking at the the roster, the WWE roster of my mind. And the guy, of course, who would be perfect to be a Hogan opponent, but it would kill him off at that point, would be Braun Strowman. Of course, he was the typical Hogan
I
opponent.
Yeah, I think we're so I'm talking about like in like the real world Hulk Hogan's coming back at I'm not talking about like a character that we think could go up against Hulk Hogan. Because yeah, Braun Strowman first of all, Braun Strowman would have been a huge heel back in the day.
Oh, God.
And he would have, and him and Hogan would have absolutely 100%. But I'm talking about WrestleMania 35 rolls around out of New York,
Okay.
New Jersey, and you're booking Hulk Hogan for his first match back in like a decade plus
No,
or
I
whatever
got,
it
I
is.
got it.
No, I'm just saying you're booking. So I booked off the top of my head Kevin Owens, and you're booking PCO.
No, well, I was being lighthearted there, Josh. I wasn't being
Well, I asked
serious.
you if this was a joke, and you said no.
Well, no, it's not a joke. It was just a little bit of levity here.
I don't
On the
know.
current roster, on the current WWE roster, let me think.
I was gonna say don't hit the wall behind you with how
No,
quickly you're backpedaling.
it should be Triple H. The
Uh,
match that never happened.
it did happen. Hulk Hogan won the WWE
Oh, right.
Championship from Triple H.
The
Yeah.
match that never happened recently.
Yeah. Maybe let's jump on to a different topic. I feel like this is
No, wait a minute. You know, I think he and Hogan would be an intriguing match at this particular age if Hogan was clear to come back.
You don't think that they should take an opportunity like this to put somebody over, to get somebody new?
How
Like-
would that? How would this help Kevin Owens? Let's talk about that.
Well, for starters, he will have wrestled Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania. Also, I think from a promo standpoint, I think Kevin Owens is one of the best promos in the company. So you have him building this match. Now Kevin Owens is being considered a marquee name in the WWE.
Oh, wait a minute. All right, so let's. Now I'm going to my next level of this.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
The dream match that we'd have to have at WrestleMania would be Hulk Hogan in one corner and John Cena in the other corner.
Yes. So that's
That's
a
the
match that
match.
would be the dream match.
That's
Yes.
the match. That's the match. Enough of this.
It would also be awful, I feel like, in the ring. 'Cause-
Enough of me just kind of playing games
Yeah,
here.
that
but
would
would
be the
have to
match.
be John Cena. It
right.
really.
That would be a dream match. Here's the only thing about that. The reason again that I chose a guy like Kevin Owens is because I think Kevin Owens can work around Hulk Hogan, whereas I'm not sure John Cena
Yes, he
can
can.
work around. Not in a really like
No.
at the same time, it's not going to happen. Hulk Hogan can't physically handle it, and that's not meant
Well,
to be a
then,
knock
no,
on him at all. That guy has more than
Does that-
earned the right to not be able to physically handle it at this point.
Does that mean Kevin Owens now wins by default?
Yeah, I
'Cause-
guess so.
Can't go up?
But look, at the end of the day, if WWE's booking it, it'll probably be Hogan and Baron Corbin. Corbin over.
Oh, wait a minute. Wow.
No,
You
no,
just hit.
No.
Yeah, you just hit it.
Ugh.
That's the match. Thank you.
Ugh.
Let's move on to another.
If that match
I-
happens and they got that idea from me, I'm retiring.
How about if that match happens, you shave your head?
Fine. I've shaved my head before.
Well, we haven't seen it, so
Everybody down in OVW saw it. And
okay.
and they can all attest to why I have hair.
But now, and they can attest to why I have none, except the comb over. Respect it. But now, if that match happens, Hulk Hogan against Baron Corbin at WrestleMania,
Mhm.
we videotape me shaving your head.
Cool.
Okay, let's move on. 2018 is not over yet.
How
What do
about if Hulk Hogan faces Kevin Owens, we videotape me cutting off the comb over.
You're on.
All
You're
right.
on.
All right.
You're on. You're on. Hold on
Sounds
a
good.
minute. I'm getting a cell phone call here. Hold on.
That's cool.
Oh,
We're not
hi,
doing
Hulk.
Oh,
How you
okay.
doing? Yeah. No, we were talking about Kevin Owens, right? Oh, you would. Yeah, you'd go light drop, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, that's fine. Thank you. What else you got?
So you just got a call from Hulk Hogan confirming that we're going to be cutting your comb over. I think you forgot who you wanted him to face.
No. I understand.
When you were when you said there was a cell phone call, I didn't realize you were doing a little gag. I thought there was a legit cell phone call that you were taking in the middle of our podcast.
No.
Because something like that has happened before, and I think that is a perfect time to throw to the
wait a minute,
presentation of best male.
Here,
what?
Hold on. Hulk put me on hold.
Oh my! So if I may, if I may break kayfabe here for a second, I'm trying to throw to the Cody Rhodes acceptance of the award, and you decided to interrupt the acceptance to throw to our sponsor, Smart Hold.
Well, wait a minute. There's no continuity here because we were talking about Hulk Hogan, Kevin Owens, and I totally screwed up the angle and said my comb over is going to be cut off.
There was absolutely continuity. You said that you were taking a call, and I thought you were legitimately, that your cell phone was legitimately ringing in the beginning of it, or in the middle of our interview, which is exactly what happened in the interview with Cody Rhodes.
That's right. No, what I was going to do, though, was this was a great segue for Smart Hold that Hulk Hogan put me on hold.
Yeah, it would have been a great segue at the end of the thing that I was already throwing to. Do you remember in the beginning of this when you said, yeah, we decided today we were going to go without a format and just kind of do it?
This is what it's like.
I think 2019 is going to be all format all the time.
No, I love this. This is great.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we throw to whatever you want to throw to?
Let's talk about Smart Hold because Hulk still has me on hold.
Okay.
Josh.
Well,
so why don't you, while I'm holding on, why don't you tell the good people up there, out there about Mac Davis's wonderful product, Smart Hold?
I think I will. Smart Hold is a message on hold service for only $35 per month. That's right. Only $35 per month. Plus, and this is the best part, Bill, there are no contracts. So let's recap that for a second. Smart Hold message on hold service, only $35 per month with no contracts. If you run a business where you place your callers on hold, one of your most effective and least expensive marketing tools is message on hold from Smart Hold. I don't think a lot of people realize that when you have your caller on hold, you have a captive audience. Replace the radio stations and CD players, which, by the way, is illegal. Or maybe you have some really bad music that came with the phone, or even worse, as we've been talking about, silence. With today's cell phones, placing a caller on hold to silence is deadly. Most callers won't be sure if they're still on hold, if they're still connected.
That's right.
They'll probably just hang up like you do or I do. Can you afford to lose that call, Bill?
No, absolutely not.
I couldn't afford to lose that call in my business, and that's why with Smart Hold, we make your caller's hold time more enjoyable and informative while the caller's hold time feels shorter. It also makes you sound more professional because with Smart Hold, you get pro voice talent, both male and female, unlimited message changes, professional script writers, broadcast quality audio, fresh background music, music licensing fees, and even a Smart Hold player should you need one at no charge. All for only $35 per month per location served and no contracts. So go to www.smart-hold.com and order today. That's www.smart-hold.com. Be smart, get Smart Hold.
So thank you, Mac Davis and Smart Hold. And thank you also for renewing to be our sponsor for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And I also want to say that
you're hearing a lot more Smart Hold.
Yeah, but before that, with the non-format silliness, I had a little extra, well, it's not eggnog, it's sparkling ice, my favorite drink. And I had a little bit too much of the strawberry lemonade, very tart flavor before we went on the air, and I think it's gotten to me.
Your non-alcoholic sparkling drink?
Sparkling ice, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's get back to my phone ringing and the interruption during the presentation of the Male Wrestler of the Year award with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes and his lovely wife, Brandy.
Hello, everybody. Josh Shernoff here from the Apter Chat podcast. And as always, I'm here with the legendary Bill Apter, and we have two very important guests. Bill, we have something to present.
Yes, we do. Right now, on behalf of the Apter Chat podcast, and welcome, Brandy.
Hello.
We have a special award, the 2018 Wrestler of the Year Award.
Who is it? Who is it?
Who are we?
It's probably not me.
I don't think it's you.
That's definitely
Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. So back in the day, I presented your dad with so many plaques when I was back in the magazines. This is the first.
Wait, you used to work in the magazines?
Yeah. Isn't? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, no way.
Your dad used to get plaques
Give me a
almost
hug.
every.
Give me a hug, man.
Well,
Give me a hug.
here we go.
All right, so say what you said. 2018 Male Wrestler.
Male
of the Year.
Wrestler of the Year.
Say it
Oh, well,
as-
that's why it's not me. It's male.
Male Wrestler of the
It
Year.
couldn't have been me.
Say it as
Good
Cookie
way to get out
Monster.
of that one.
Yeah, say it as Cookie.
Well, the Male Wrestler of the Year, he is the...
Wait, let me do this. He's currently the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, if you will, and the IWGP Champion of the entire United States.
There it is, man. We didn't bring the title in here, though, because it was too heavy.
Is that? Yes, I
And
know that.
You only
I knew he was going to hand me this sweet plaque.
You only have too many hands.
Right? Yeah.
What do you want to say to the people who have supported you and the amazing things that you've done throughout 2018?
Well, for everybody who supported me, buckle up. 2019 will be equally, if not a lot more exciting, and stay on board. You know, everyone who came in, we just did a signing in the other room and meet and greet and pictures and all that stuff. And everyone, I said, stick with us, because perhaps going places people don't expect and doing things people aren't expecting, and obviously talking about maybe, well, I don't want to say too much, but
Yeah, but
2019.
we might be all in another time.
You know,
Just speculation here.
That's really good speculation.
Is it?
Yeah, because you're like a journalist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been doing this
your
for a long
journalistic
time.
abilities, you can smell what's happening, right?
All right, I can smell-
You know, huh?
Yes, I can smell what's cooking.
Should be a good 2019.
All right, Bill
And thank
Apter
you.
with.
Damn, man, you just cutting me off?
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you were.
Bill, it's
go
all
right
about
ahead.
Bill all the time.
No,
All about
no.
Bill. Little sidebar, I don't know if the camera was on. Bill texted me. It
did.
was an emergency.
No, I said it was urgent.
You wrote emergency.
No, I didn't.
Urgent
I'll show you the
emergency.
text.
It's-
Full
Got a-
Michael
got a lot
Scott,
of
911, 8 exclamation
I
points.
said urgent.
Can't hold
Urgent.
that. I'm a-
Actually, I
I'm a
said
big
him.
Bill.
Actually,
Little hug.
actually,
Little kiss
in a
for
guy
Bill.
way. Actually, I said it was important. And then I texted Brandy, and she said we're on an airplane going to Japan.
Yeah.
And
she might have
then,
lied.
then Brian, one of the people in your
Winstein, manager to the stars.
Yes, Brian called me. He said, "What's up?" And I wanted to make sure that we got this taken care of today.
We got it done, and
Yeah.
this will go home with me and go up in my office. I really, really appreciate it.
Well, that's great, and well deserved. You have really made a mark in the pro wrestling world, and that
Is your
might be.
phone actually? Is
Wow.
it your, oh my God!
Bill.
Oh my goodness! I can't tell you who's calling, and
Who
this
is
is well. This is all about the speculation of All In 2019.
No, it's a hotline.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
hotline.
So Bill Apter with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, his lovely lady, if you will, Brandy. Josh Shernoff. We'll see you at the matches. So you know that his dad would have said, if Willie Abner and the Abner Chat and Josh Shernoff, if you will, so says that you're the male wrestler of the year, that's the best thing that could happen, if you will.
Yeah, I still can't believe your phone went off and you didn't turn it off. That's my favorite part of it. You're like, oh no, I'm getting this call, and then you just put it back in your pocket, still ringing, and we just kept going. And I really appreciated your commitment to the phone call.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was
mean,
great.
I thought
No,
was-
it happens.
I
You know
thought
what?
it was-
I think it made it even more enjoyable of a segment there.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun, and you could tell that Cody and Brandy had a lot of fun with that as well. And if you loved what you just heard there and thought to yourself, oh man, I wish I could have just seen the reaction on Cody's face when that phone rang Well, you can. You can go to youtube.com/theapterchat and check out the video of us presenting Cody with the Best Male Wrestler of the Year for 2018 from the Apter Chat. What a year Cody has had, Bill.
Amazing, and what a year 2019 will be for he and the Young Bucks. But one of the things that I found out about Cody this year, by the way, is that he has inherited his father's booking skills and business sense.
And hair color.
Hair color too, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he is starting to look a lot like the young Dusty Rhodes.
Can I tell you, I saw a picture recently online of, I guess it was actually a video. It was Dusty and Dustin Goldust.
Yeah.
It was the first appearance that Dustin ever made on television. I don't remember when it was, but it was way before. He didn't even have the bleach blonde hair. He just had the dark hair. And I'm looking at him, and it was the first time that I ever looked at him and thought, "Wow, him and Cody look similar."
Yes, yeah.
It was really,
yeah,
it was crazy. But
you can tell they're brothers.
yeah. Hey, we're talking about Dusty Rhodes, and it makes me think of all of these various old time. I don't want to say hardcore, but real men's men, wrestlers here. It's a terrible transition, but basically what I'm trying to get to is Bruiser Brody and the Bruiser Brody Cup. And if I can say something that I announced on social media that I just found out, is that I am honored to be a part of the broadcast team for the live Bruiser Brody Cup event that will be airing on January 25th at 8:30 p.m. live on Fight TV, fight.tv. The Bruiser Brody Cup, it's the culmination of a tournament, but there are going to be, Stan Hansen's going to be there. Abdullah the Butcher is going to be there. There is so many old school talents. King Kong Bundy, the Sandman, NWA Women's Champion Jazz, J.J. Dillon, Marty Jannetty, Danny Davis, and everyone's favorite, Virgil.
Did you mention Stan Hansen and Abdullah?
I literally first said Stan Hansen and Abdullah the Butcher.
Abdullah. Okay, want to make sure.
Maybe you should stop drinking that.
No,
stuff.
I'm still on hold with the
You
waiting.
should
for
hang
Holt
up.
to
Hey,
pick up.
if they can't put something on there, like Smart Hold. But no, it's great. It's
No,
gonna be
you
a
dropped
great
out,
night.
Josh. There was a technical thing. I seriously didn't hear
Okay.
probably the first 10 seconds of what you did there.
Well, the good thing is the Apter Chatters did. So,
Okay.
we've got Tommy Dreamer's in a Fatal 4-Way. Sammy Callahan is in a Fatal 4-Way as well. And the Modern Vintage Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Joey Lynch versus Impact star Eddie Edwards. Monster Abyss versus Mecha Mercenary. This is so I do commentary for, this is Charlie Armstrong's promotion, Modern Vintage Wrestling. And I've been lucky enough to be doing commentary for the last 6 months or so for their promotion. And yeah, to get the message from him, hey, I want you to do commentary for this show, and it's going to be live on Fight TV is an awesome honor for me. I'm very excited about it, and I just thought that this would be a nice opportunity to give the Bruiser Brody Cup a little plug.
Well, I miss Bruiser Brody very much. He was a good friend. He was he was hardcore, man, before anyone knew what hardcore was all about. But that brings me to another thing about 2018, and since I mentioned the death of Bruiser Brody, which of course was not in 2018, we lost a lot of legends in 2018, Josh.
Yeah, not a good year for the wrestling business. Bill, I think we're just going to run down a list quickly. We don't want that to seem as though we're minimizing anybody's
No, not
loss
at all.
But
because we could spend an hour or two talking about each one of these legends who passed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bill, do you want me to? I have it in chronological order here. Would you like me to just kind of?
Yeah, that would be great,
Okay.
Josh.
On April 4th, at the age of 71, Johnny Valiant passed away. April 18th, not long after that, at the age of 82, we lost Bruno Sammartino.
Oh, ouch.
May 8th, at the age of 63, Big Bully Busick passed. June 18th, at the age of 63, Big Van Vader passed away.
Yeah.
We lost Nikolai Volkov and Brian Christopher on July 29th, 70 years old and 46 respectively.
Oh, that's terrible.
Those are, that was a tough day. August 13th, at the age of 63, Jim the Anvil Neidhart passed away. And this past month, on December 5th, at the age of 60, we lost the Dynamite Kid. And on December 6th, at the age of 82, Larry the Axe Hennig.
We also lost a few days before we're taping this, a legendary Mexican wrestler that I used to see from the Olympic Auditorium on the TV shows, Raul Mata, has died as well.
Yeah, and I think that, the list that we're going from here might not be...
Oh, wait a minute now. So there are some people we did not list. Brickhouse Brown.
Yeah. He was not listed on here. On
Masa Saito.
Yeah.
Matt Capoletti.
Capitelli, yes.
Capitelli,
Matt
yes.
Capitelli. This list. I would like to...
Let me continue here with
IWNerd.com really dropped the ball on their list here. So my apologies.
Paul Jones died.
Mm-hmm.
Rock and Rebel.
Yeah, we don't really need to talk about him.
Well, we're talking about the list of people who died. So
that's yeah. I mean, he's somebody.
So
that we both knew, and that
is the list of people who died during 2018. Let's hope that 2019 brings much less activity in that department.
Yeah. And now back to your show.
I miss them all. As you know, I was friends with every one of these people. And the hardest hit one for me was Bruno Sammartino, of course.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on, Josh.
Yeah.
You know what was wild about 2018?
What's that, Bill?
And just out of the comeback of Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, his at first it was just, an awesome thing to have him back in the ring, making his return at WrestleMania. Nobody's really sure, like, okay, is he going to be able to handle this? And man, this year he just, most recently, of course, with his attitude change, like Bill Apter on Instagram, he had an attitude adjustment. And
Thank you.
And he is
Hollywood Wonderful Willie.
And he is the WWE champion. That's Daniel Bryan, not Hollywood Wonderful Willie.
No.
He is the championship office wrestling champion.
Right. But what a great! I mean, he could have been a member of the Hardy family, the way he's acting.
Okay.
Don't you think so?
Why? Because he's...
You don't get that.
Well, no,
because...
your implication is because the Hardys are with the whole broken Matt Hardy and
he would have fit in. I don't know. I think Daniel Bryan.
I don't think it's that type of thing at all. I think it's I don't think his like passenger awoke within his vessel or anything like that. He's a guy who just got sick and tired of the fans and their fickleness, if you will, as he put it. I'm
looking at this old school, Josh, is that the guy flipped his lid. He's gone crazy, and he's turned his back on the fans.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that it's hard to swallow, but what a great character. Yeah. This is. I love it. I love watching him. And physically, with the injury, with the physical issues that he came off of, and they said he probably never will wrestle again. Mm-hmm. Look what he's doing in that ring physically. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, it really is. And his match with Brock Lesnar really, I think, let everybody know that he's here to stay. Big return for Daniel Bryan.
Absolutely.
But another person who made a return brought something a little new with them would have to be John Cena and his hair, which is just. Everybody
Yes.
talks about Cena's hair, but I think it's more Cena's weight, if I can be honest. That guy looks like he's dropped a couple of lbs and looks very
he has.
very
Yeah.
thin and yeah, I mean it's a different looking Cena. He's looking a lot older these days.
I don't know if he's looking older, but the hair, the way the hair is, makes him very Hollywood looking, and he's on track to go where The Rock has gone.
Yeah, I mean the Rock is the Rock, and I don't know that anyone is going to be able to touch.
No,
what
no, he
he's
won't.
done,
That's
but-
not what I'm suggesting.
yeah.
He's on track on that type of route.
Right. No, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, the hair, and I'm not someone who should be talking about hair.
Not business at all.
Does he? He kind of has like a Matt Damon look to me. You think so?
No, but everyone sees
People,
things
yeah.
differently. Yeah, so that's fine.
Like for example, Kelly Klein, the Women of Honor World Ladies Champion,
Yeah.
looks a little bit like your sister Melissa.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. We talked
And
about that before.
congratulations, Melissa.
Oh yeah, congratulations to my. I guess we're doing congratulations to my
Come on,
sister.
tell everybody what's going on. That's fine.
She's getting married.
Yeah.
I guess in a few days. By the time you guys are hearing this, she's getting married on December 30th. To a great guy, and we're very excited to be there. And that is all part of the travel situation that is leading to us recording this on a Saturday as opposed to our regular time, because I will be getting out of the cold and down in sunny Florida, and looking forward to that. But yeah, so
Yes,
thank you for
I
sending
wanted
those congratulations.
I
And
wanted
your
to make
daughter
sure
will be
that-
there.
My daughter and her husband will
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
definitely.
excited to get to spend some time with them, and that'll be fun.
All right, so Josh,
Yeah. What's up, Bill?
before we wrap this up, because I'm on a time limit today,
Sure.
unfortunately. Before we
I mean,
wrap this up,
I just put everything in my personal life aside for the Apter Chatters, but whatever, man, whatever you need to do.
likewise, me too. But I actually have I have another. Josh, this is about the assignment that I have to do when we're not on.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it kind of involves something with The Rock. Give me
Blue
an
Chew?
ah.
No, I'm not going to give you another one.
That was it. But I want to have your prediction for what's going to be the major part of WrestleMania 2019. I'm going to give you mine.
Okay.
The main event will finally be a female match. It'll be Ronda Rousey and someone. I believe that will be the main event at this year's WrestleMania.
I agree with you. I think it's going to be Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch, or it's going to be Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte. I don't think it's going to be Ronda Rousey and Charlotte in a one-on-one. And then they had announced for the Royal Rumble, Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch came out on social media, and then they were like, "Oh no, it
They
didn't
rescinded.
happen."
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Paige was like, "Oh, I tried to get one last match in," and that was like, man, like, this is the blind leading the blind over there at this point. Like, what are you guys doing? Get it together. It's my pep talk for the WWE.
Your final
Get it
words.
together. Yeah,
Now,
come on.
Next show, you will be doing a very special show
Yeah.
while we are out and about. Do you want to tell our After Chatters about it?
Yeah, we are going to be kicking off the new year with the Apter Chat So Says Shernoff special, which really just means that it's going to be me hosting the show. No, Bill will be on assignment, and do not worry, do not cancel your subscription to the Apter Chat. Bill will still be on the show. He will be on assignment conducting an exclusive interview that he alluded to earlier. And I will be covering some topics, and I have an interview of my own with this one. I can tell you with Impact Wrestling star Moose. He'll just be stopping by for a short minute to say hello and talk about the upcoming pay-per-view. And
Well, you were in pursuit of him, correct?
I'm in pursuit of him.
Right. It's a plug for their new TV
Oh my.
channel. Go ahead.
All right. I get what you're doing.
Thank you.
Doesn't mean I support it. But yeah, no, but I'll be doing the show, and I'll be giving my my honest opinions, my honest uninterrupted opinions. So what I would love, and Bill, I think you agree with this, I would love for the Apter Chatters to send questions my way to either at So Says Shernoff or at the Apter Chat and hashtag Ask Josh. I'm not going to make you spell out Shernoff. Ask Josh.
Okay.
Hashtag Ask Josh. Because I would love, instead of just a show where I'm just going, oh, Raw did this week or whatever, I would love an opportunity to get to answer some of your questions.
Well, wait a minute. Our show's not like that anymore. We've been butting heads every week now since we didn't have any long interviews with guests. And by the way, we are coming back with some big name guests in the next few weeks on our 15-minute interview spot.
Yeah, we're going to have some guests coming back. We're going to be, peppering that in and a bunch of new fun things we're going to do. And yeah, I know that's not how we've been doing it, but we've never had a segment where people ask me questions, and maybe there are some people out there who want to know a couple of things, be it about me or my opinions, or maybe what it's like to work with Bill Apter.
Or maybe how the wedding was.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be great,
Possible.
but I don't know that anyone,
All right.
Josh,
where can people find you on social media?
At So Says Shernoff on Twitter, Facebook.com/So Says Shernoff. As it was announced earlier, you will also be able to find me at ProWrestlingTees.com/So Says Shernoff. Also go to ProWrestlingTees/ I don't know what it is. Go to theafterchat.com and click on merch. That's the best way to get to Pro Wrestling Tees for the After Chat merchandise. Of course, you can also click on book for Is Wrestling Fixed?
I didn't know it was broken.
So you can purchase that. We also have Maggie Moo Finds a Friend children's book that you can click the link at theafterchat.com for that as well. Bill, where can everybody find you?
Right here. Don't you see me?
No.
Oh, this is audio. Okay. They can find me on at Apter1 Wrestling on Twitter. They can find me on Facebook, Bill Apter, or you can email me at bapter@onewrestling.com. And don't forget, again, to pick up my book. It's a great holiday present. And please go and look at the T-shirts that we have available on at the Apter Chat.
Yeah.
And Josh, there's one shirt there. You know what it says?
What's that?
I'll see you
at the matches. Is not actually an Apter Chat shirt. It's a Bill Apter shirt prior to that, so I didn't want anybody to think that.
I know,
you were trying to. No, I know you were just trying to.
I was just trying to end the show.
This is it. I feel like we need to end bigger than that. This is the last show of 2018.
Thank you, Apter Chatters, and
Yes.
all the guests we have had on this past year. Hulk Hogan, Sting, Taz, Jim Cornette,
Jerry
who else?
Lawler,
Jerry
Rey
Lawler.
Mysterio,
Yes.
many more. Bill, I want to thank you so much for taking me along for the ride here with the Apter Chat. This has been the best time of my career. I'm loving every second of it.
Thank you, Josh.
I am, thank you. And I'm very excited for what 2019 has in store for us. I'm looking forward to hosting the show next week solo while you, I guess, dry out from your sparkling drink. And
Sparkling Ice. It's a brand.
Okay.
Sparkling
Your
Ice.
sparkling ice drink.
Yes. Well, just Sparkling Ice. It is. I drink it, but it's just called Sparkling Ice.
Okay, well, thank you for letting me know that. And Bill, could
That's
you let me
okay.
know one other thing?
What's that?
Is wrestling fixed?
I didn't know it was broken
We'll see you.
at the matches.
See what I did there?
So I thought we were going to end the show, but you know what?
What's that?
We forgot something.
What did we forget?
And I can't believe that we just went ahead and we bucked this whole segment up.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Josh. Tell them what I have in mind. You can read my mind.
Yeah, and it's horrifying. But what we have here is we presented the Tag Team of the Year award to the Young Bucks, And right now, we'd like to play you out in 2018 with the sweet melodic sounds of the Young Bucks accepting the award for 2018 Tag Team of the Year. See you next year. Hello, everybody. Josh Shernoff from the Apter Chat podcast. And as always, I'm joined by the legendary Bill Apter. Bill, we have a couple of guests here and a presentation to make.
We do. We have the Young Bucks here, and they are being awarded with the Apter Chat podcast Tag Team of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have been totally amazing all over the world.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, this is great. This is awesome. I didn't even know we were going to get this till 5 minutes ago, so I'm surprised.
I did. I saw the email, but I wanted to surprise Nick, so I kayfabed him.
You never told them.
He kayfabed me.
What would you like to say to all your fans out there?
Oh, man. It's crazy what we've been able to accomplish, not just on our own, because we feel like everything that we accomplish is because of you fans, and this is just another thing to add to the accomplishments that we've been able to achieve.
Right. We've been doing this for 15 years now. We've been a team for most of that time, right? Like, so it's just fun to think about, like, from the beginning, and here we are now, and people say that, hey, the Young Bucks are one of the best tag teams of all time, and to me that makes me feel so good, and just getting awards like this, it means a lot. And this is going to go in the office. Yep. With our All In titles. I have mine up in the office already.
That's great. I presented that to you at All In.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right, Bill Apter with my co-host Josh Shernoff and the Young Bucks, and we'll see you at the matches.
Yo, maniacs! Hulk Hogan here, the greatest of all time. And right now, you're listening to my rap on the Apter Chat. Hosts are without a doubt two of my maniacs, Josh Shernoff and my main man, Bill Apter. So what you gonna do when the Apter Chat runs wild on you, brother?
Like that, like this, and like this, like that. Okay, here it goes. It's the Apter Chat. Now I am here and I'm ready with laughter to talk a little about my man, just Bill Apter. Now I have been up and down the road with Bill Apter, and it's been a load. We've been to Las Vegas, New York City, New Jersey, where the girls are pretty. We've been here and we've been there. I swear I'll hail that man everywhere. I'ma say it like this, I'ma say it again. If you know Bill Apter, you know you can win. If you know Bill Apter, he's been around. He's the king of the king. He's the king with the crown. He's been around, knows everyone. When you're with Bill Apter, you're gonna have fun. Now I'm like this, we'll be running, meeting Bill Apter. We're going to London.